Hey, welcome back. I'm Ash.
And I'm Sage. Come sit with us for a little while.
So, Monday morning. How are you feeling, Sage?
Honestly, a little slow. I had 2 big meetings last week, and I think my brain just didn't recover yet.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Like your brain is still open but the windows are all foggy.
That's exactly it. Foggy. Yes, that is the word.
I walked into the office this morning and someone said good morning to me in the hallway. And I just stared. For about 2 seconds too long.
No. Really?
I said good morning back. But it came out like a question. Like I wasn't sure if it was morning.
Huh. Okay, that's actually very relatable. Especially on Mondays.
It really is. I think a lot of people feel like that in the morning. At work. Especially if you're using English and your brain is still warming up.
Right. And that moment of hesitation, it feels so strange when it happens. Like you know the words. You know exactly what to say, but your mouth just doesn't move fast enough.
I used to think something was wrong with me when that happened.
Me too, honestly.
But it's just the brain takes a moment. Especially with a second language. Especially when you're tired.
And honestly, even native speakers have those moments. I've seen my manager freeze mid-sentence in a meeting and just say, sorry, give me a second.
Exactly. It happens to everyone. The difference is that non-native speakers often feel more embarrassed about it. Like it says something about their English level.
But it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Take your time today. That's all. There's no rush here.
Okay. So, I actually want to talk about something that happened to me last week. Is that okay?
Of course. Go ahead.
So we had this team call. It was a Zoom call. About 12 people. And my manager asked me to give a short update. Just like 3 or 4 sentences about the project.
Okay. Simple enough.
Right. And I had practiced it. I had the sentences ready. I knew what I wanted to say.
And then?
And then I heard my name and I just went blank. Completely blank. Like the sentences just disappeared from my head.
Oh. I've had that exact moment.
What did you do when that happened to you?
I said one word. Sure. And then I paused for about 3 seconds. And in those 3 seconds, it all came back.
3 seconds. That's it?
3 seconds. You don't have to fill every moment with words. A short pause is fine. It looks calm. It looks confident, actually.
I never thought about it that way.
Most people don't. But think about someone you respect at work. Someone who speaks well. Do they rush through everything?
No. Actually, no. My manager speaks quite slowly. And it makes you listen more carefully.
Because the pause gives the listener time too. Not just the speaker.
I like that. So the pause is not a mistake. It's part of the communication.
Exactly. So what happened in the meeting?
I said my update. It wasn't perfect. I think I mixed up one word. I said we finished the review, but I meant we submitted the review. Very small difference.
Did anyone notice?
One person asked a follow-up question, and I answered it. And the meeting moved on. That was it.
So, you gave your update. You answered a question. The meeting moved on. That sounds like a success.
I guess it was. But in my head, I was replaying the wrong word for the rest of the day.
Yeah. We do that to ourselves.
We really do.
You know what that word was submitted is? Let's just say it together for a moment. It's a really useful work word.
Submitted.
Submitted. As in, I submitted the report. I submitted my request. I submitted my timesheet.
You can say that at work all the time. I already submitted it. That phrase is so useful.
Try it slowly if you're listening. I submitted the report. I already submitted it. It's ready.
And finished is great too. I finished the review. Very clear. Very simple. Totally fine to use.
Right. Both words work. Don't stress too much about choosing the perfect word every time.
Okay, I'm going to try to remember that.
Hey, can I ask you something? This is for the people listening right now. Do you have a word or phrase that you sometimes mix up at work? A word that comes out wrong sometimes?
A lot of people probably do. And that's completely normal. Even people who have been using English for many years. It just happens.
It gets easier. Slowly. But it does get easier.
Okay, I want to shift a little bit. I was reading something this morning.
Yeah? What?
An article about remote work and how communication between teams is changing. How more companies are using written communication now, like Slack, email, messages, instead of long meetings.
Oh. That's interesting. Because I've noticed that too. Even in our office. More Slack messages. Fewer long calls.
And the article was saying that short, clear written messages are becoming very important. More important than they were before.
Which actually makes sense. If you write a message, you have time to think. You can read it before you send it.
Right. It's lower pressure than speaking in a meeting.
For a lot of people. For people who feel nervous speaking English, writing gives you a moment.
A moment to choose your words. A moment to check.
I think writing is actually great practice. Because you use the same vocabulary. The same phrases. Just with a little more time.
And then when you do speak those phrases in a meeting, they feel more familiar.
Exactly. You've already used them.
So one thing the article mentioned, this word, clarity. Have you heard it used a lot at work?
Clarity. Yes. A lot. We need clarity on this. Or can you give me some clarity?
It basically means, I need to understand this better. I need a clear answer.
And it's a polite word. It doesn't sound aggressive. It doesn't sound frustrated. It sounds professional.
Even if you are a little frustrated, you can still say it calmly. I just need some clarity on the timeline.
That's a good one. I need clarity on the timeline. Let's say that one more time.
I need clarity on the timeline.
You can use that in an email. In a meeting. In a Slack message. Very natural.
And the opposite, when you understand something, you can say, that's clear. Thank you. Or just got it.
Got it is one of my most used phrases at work.
Same. It's short. It's clear. It says, I understand.
Got it. I'll take care of it. That's two very useful phrases right there.
I'll take care of it. That one feels good to say, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds calm. Confident. In control.
Even if inside you're slightly panicking. Huh.
Even then. I'll take care of it. And then you figure it out.
That's how it usually works.
You know, something I think about sometimes, a lot of the English we use at work is actually quite short. Quite simple.
You mean like the real English, not the formal, textbook English.
Exactly. At work, people say things like, "Can you check that? Let me know. I'll follow up. I'll circle back with you." These are not complicated.
I'll follow up. That one I use maybe 10 times a day.
Yeah. I'll follow up with the team. Let me follow up on that. I followed up and got a response.
Same sentence. Same phrase. Just different forms.
And the more you hear it, the more natural it feels to say it.
That's exactly how it works. You don't decide to learn it. You just absorb it over time.
Listening is learning. Even right now, just listening, you are absorbing.
And you don't have to feel it happening. It just happens quietly.
No pressure.
No pressure.
So can I tell you something that happened to me a few months ago? A bit awkward.
Yes, please.
So, there was a new person on our team. First week. And I was trying to be friendly. I went to say something casual and relaxed.
Okay,
And I meant to say, "Let me know if you need anything."
that's nice.
I said, "Let me know if you need me."
Oh, that's slightly different.
Yeah. A small difference. But I heard it come out of my mouth and I thought, that was strange.
What did she say?
She laughed a little and said, "Will do, thanks." And that was it. The conversation moved on. She didn't make it a big deal.
Because it wasn't a big deal.
But I went home and I thought about it.
Of course you did.
For about 2 days.
Ash. 2 days?
I know. But here's what I learned from it. The words were almost right. The intention was completely right. And the person understood me. The communication worked. Even with the small mistake.
That's the thing. Communication doesn't require perfection. It requires enough.
Enough to be understood. That's the real goal.
And let me know if you need anything. That's such a good phrase anyway. Very warm. Very natural.
Very useful. You can say it to a coworker. To a manager. Let me know if you need anything else.
Or at the end of an email. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Classic. You've probably seen that 1,000 times in emails.
Because it works. It closes the email politely. It invites a reply.
It shows you're open. Available. Professional.
All in one simple sentence.
Okay, small moment. Let's just slow down for a second. If you're listening right now, maybe on the bus, maybe making coffee, maybe sitting at your desk, just breathe.
This is your moment. You don't have to do anything with English right now. Just listen.
Listening is enough.
You're already doing the work.
Good.
Okay, I want to talk about something a lot of people feel but don't say.
What's that?
The feeling of pretending to understand.
Oh,
You know, in a meeting or on a call, someone says something and you didn't catch it, or you didn't understand the accent, or it was too fast. And instead of asking them to repeat, you just nod.
and say yeah, makes sense.
Right. And hope that it actually does make sense later.
I've done that. I think most people have done that.
I've definitely done that. And sometimes it's fine, you figure it out later. But sometimes, you needed that information.
And now you don't have it.
And asking feels hard because you feel like you should have understood.
But here's the thing. Asking is not a sign that your English is bad.
It's actually the opposite.
People who ask good questions sound more engaged. More professional. Not less.
I really believe that. Asking shows you're paying attention.
And there are very easy, very natural ways to ask. You don't need to say, "I didn't understand you." You can say something softer.
Like, sorry, could you say that again? I missed part of it.
Or just, "Sorry, I didn't catch that."
I didn't catch that. That phrase is perfect. Very casual. Not embarrassing at all.
Native speakers use it constantly. "Sorry, I didn't catch that." Completely normal.
Or, if you want to be a little more formal, could you clarify that for me?
Could you clarify? That uses that word again. Clarity. Clarify.
Same idea. I need to understand this better. But very politely.
And you can use it with your manager. With a client. With a colleague. In an email. Everywhere.
Could you clarify what you mean by that? That's so professional.
And confident. Asking for clarity is a confident move.
Say that again.
Asking for clarity is a confident move.
Yes. I want people to really hear that. Because a lot of people feel the opposite. They feel like asking means they're weak.
It doesn't. It means you care about getting it right.
And that's what good workers do.
Exactly.
Have you ever been in a meeting where someone asked a really good question? A clarifying question? And the whole room kind of shifted?
Yes. Because suddenly everyone realized they had the same question and didn't ask.
And the person who asked, they looked smart, not lost.
Asking the right question at the right time is a skill.
A real professional skill, not just an English skill.
Right. It's a communication skill.
And it applies in any language.
It applies in your first language, in English, everywhere.
Okay, I want to do something. Something soft and simple.
Sure.
Just a few phrases. From what we've talked about. Let's say them slowly. Together. Just to feel them in your mouth.
Good idea.
The first one. Ready? I'll take care of it.
I'll take care of it.
Try it slowly. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
Good. Next one. Could you clarify that for me?
Could you clarify that for me? Slowly. Could you clarify that for me?
Really good. One more. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
You can try those. Just quietly. Right now.
No one needs to hear. It's just for you.
These are phrases you can actually use tomorrow. At work. In a meeting. In an email.
Real phrases. Real situations.
Okay. I want to talk about something we haven't talked about much yet. The feeling before a meeting starts.
Oh, you mean that waiting moment?
Yeah. Like you're in the Zoom waiting room. Or you're outside the meeting room. And you're just waiting.
That moment is actually quite stressful for a lot of people, including me.
Really?
Yes, even now. I've been working in English for a few years, and I still feel a kind of quiet nervousness before a big meeting.
What does it feel like?
Like a small tightness in my chest, and my brain starts running through what I need to say, or what I might be asked.
And if you make a small mistake in your head before it even starts?
Then you walk in already not feeling great.
Yeah. I know that experience.
What do you do before a difficult meeting?
A few things. First, I remind myself that I've done this before. I've had hard meetings. I've gotten through them.
That's a calming thought.
Second, I have one sentence ready. Just one. If I don't know what to say, I have one sentence I can always say.
What is it?
Let me think about that for a moment.
Oh, that's good.
That sentence buys you time. It sounds professional. And it's true. You are thinking.
Let me think about that for a moment. And then you think. And the answer usually comes.
Usually, yes.
That's such a useful phrase. Very simple. Very calm.
And in those few seconds, your brain catches up with the question.
The brain is fast. It just needs a small opening.
Exactly. Don't close the opening by panicking. Leave a little space.
Let me think about that for a moment. I'm going to start using that more.
It's also useful when someone asks you something you don't know the answer to yet.
Right. Instead of saying, I don't know, which can feel uncomfortable, you say, let me think about that, or let me check and get back to you.
Let me check and get back to you. That's another really natural one.
I'll check that and get back to you today. Very professional. Very normal.
And you're not avoiding the question. You're managing it. Responsibly.
That's a good word. Responsibly. Like, I take this seriously. I'm going to check before I give you a wrong answer.
Which is exactly right. Giving a correct answer later is better than a wrong answer now.
Always.
And no one is going to think less of you for saying, let me check.
Actually, I think people respect it.
I think so too.
Okay. I want to ask you something personal, Ash.
Go ahead.
When did you start to feel comfortable? Like, comfortable using English at work. Not perfect. Just comfortable.
That's a good question. I remember the moment, actually.
Really? There was one specific moment?
Yeah. It wasn't dramatic. It was a very normal meeting. And someone said something that I didn't agree with. And without thinking, I just said, actually, I see it a bit differently.
Just like that.
Just like that. And I gave my opinion. And people listened. And the conversation continued. And after the meeting I thought, oh, I can do this.
That's a beautiful moment.
It was. And it wasn't because my English became perfect. It was because I stopped waiting for it to be perfect.
You just said it. You just went.
Yeah. I stopped watching myself from the outside. I just talked.
That shift. When you stop watching yourself. When you stop monitoring every word. That's when it starts to flow.
Exactly.
And I really believe that's what this is about. Not perfect English. Flowing English. Comfortable English.
English that moves. Even if it's simple.
Simple and moving is better than complex and stuck.
Always.
Actually, I see it a bit differently. Let's say that one together.
Actually, I see it a bit differently.
That phrase. Say it slowly. Actually, I see it a bit differently. Actually, I see it a bit differently.
And you can use it in a meeting. In a conversation. In an email.
It's polite. It's professional. It opens a conversation without closing anyone down.
And it says, I have a thought. I'm not sure about your idea. But I'm still listening.
That's good communication. In any language.
Okay. Let me bring something in. I saw something last week. A small news story.
Yeah?
About workplace communication. specifically about how the most effective communicators at work, the ones people trust and respect, they don't use the most complicated language.
No?
No. They use the most clear language. Short sentences. Direct words. Simple structure.
That's interesting. Because a lot of English learners feel like they need to use big words, long sentences, to sound professional.
And it's the opposite.
The opposite?
The clearest speaker is usually the most respected. Not the most complicated.
That's comforting.
It should be. Because simple, clear English, which is exactly what you're learning, exactly what you're building, that's the goal. That's the real target.
Not Shakespeare.
Not Shakespeare. Just clear. Calm. Professional.
I can do that.
You're already doing it.
Huh. Okay. The article also mentioned one specific thing. One habit that effective communicators have.
What?
They confirm. After a conversation or a meeting, they send a short follow-up to confirm what was decided, what was agreed.
Oh yeah. The confirmation message. I love that habit.
It's so useful because it prevents misunderstandings.
And the English for it is really simple. You just write something like, "Hi, just to confirm, we agreed to submit the report by Friday. Let me know if I got that right."
Let me know if I got that right. That's such a natural phrase.
It's humble. It's checking. It says, I want to make sure we're on the same page.
On the same page. That's a phrase you hear a lot at work.
Are we on the same page? It means, do we understand the same thing? Do we agree?
Very useful. Very common.
I want to make sure we're on the same page. You can use that anytime there's been a long discussion and you want to check the outcome.
Or before starting a project. Before we begin, I want to make sure we're on the same page.
Perfect. Professional. Very clear.
Simple words. Big meaning.
That's workplace English. Most of it is simple words with important meaning.
And the meaning comes from using the right words at the right moment.
Not from using complicated words.
Right.
Hey, I want to ask you something. This is for the people listening.
Sure.
Have you ever sent a message at work, an email or a Slack, and then immediately worried about it? Like, did I say that right? Did it sound okay? Did I seem too casual? Too formal?
I do that all the time. I press send and then I read it again.
Yeah. And usually it's fine.
Usually it is fine.
The message said what you needed to say. It was understood. The work happened.
And yet you spent 15 minutes worrying about the word choice.
15 minutes is generous. Sometimes more.
Huh. You know what I started doing? I started writing messages. Reading them once. Slowly. And then sending them without reading again.
Does that work?
Mostly. Because the second reading is usually just my anxiety, not a real problem.
That's a good way to put it. The second reading is anxiety. The first reading is editing.
Edit once. Send. Move on.
Simple rule.
Simple life.
If only.
I know. But you know what I mean. Don't overthink the small things. Save your energy for the bigger things.
Yes. And the bigger things at work usually involve speaking. Not writing.
Right. The presentations. The calls. The one-on-one meetings.
Those take real energy.
They do. And I want to talk about presentations for a moment, because I think it's something a lot of people feel nervous about.
Really nervous. Yeah,
Standing up, or sitting on camera, with people looking at you, waiting for you to speak. In English.
that's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure. And I remember my first work presentation in English. I had notes. I had practiced. I thought I was ready.
And?
My voice shook. My hands shook a little. I looked at my notes too much instead of looking at the people.
But you finished it.
I finished it. And at the end, my manager said, "Good job, Sage." And that was it. No big review. No comments about my English. Just, "Good job."
Because they were listening to the content, not to your pronunciation.
Right. That's what I realized. People at work are mostly thinking about the information, not about how you said it.
Unless the communication completely breaks down. Which, with enough preparation, doesn't usually happen.
Enough preparation. Not perfect preparation.
Enough.
That word is important. Enough is enough.
Yes. Enough is enough. Not perfect. Just enough to be understood.
And over time, enough becomes more. And more becomes comfortable. And comfortable becomes natural.
That's the journey. That's the whole journey.
And you don't have to be at the end of it to feel good about where you are right now.
Exactly. You can feel okay about being in the middle of it.
The middle is fine. The middle is where most of us are.
And the middle still gets the work done.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Let me share something that I think is genuinely helpful. For presentations, for meetings, for any moment when you have to speak in English.
Go ahead.
Have one opening sentence ready. Always.
One sentence?
One sentence. A sentence that starts you. That gets your mouth moving. Because the hardest part is usually the first 5 seconds.
That's true. Once I start speaking, the nervousness drops.
Right. It's the starting that's hard. So if you have your first sentence ready, perfectly ready, practiced, comfortable, then you can just say it. And then the rest follows.
What kind of sentence?
Something like, "Thanks for your time. I want to share a quick update on our project."
Simple. Warm. Informative.
And once those words are out, you're already speaking. The ice is broken.
I love that phrase. Breaking the ice.
At work, breaking the ice means starting a conversation. Or making the beginning less awkward.
I'll try to break the ice. Let me break the ice here. You hear that in work contexts.
And the beginning of a meeting, when it's quiet and everyone is just looking at each other, that's a great time for it.
Small talk helps there too. Even 2 sentences about the weather or the week.
Small talk is underrated at work.
Very underrated. People think it's wasted time. But it's not.
It's how you build trust with co-workers. It's how you make people feel like you're a real person. Not just a function.
How's your week going? That's small talk. And people love being asked.
What did you do this weekend? Small talk. Very human. Very connecting.
And the answer doesn't have to be interesting. Oh, pretty quiet. Just rested. That's fine.
Quiet weekend, 2 words. Totally works.
And then you can say, "How about you?"
How about you? 3 words. Keeps the conversation going. Shows you're interested.
So much of real conversation at work is just that. Short phrases that keep things warm. Keep things human.
And you don't need to be funny. You don't need to be clever,
You just need to be present.
present and kind. That's honestly most of it.
I think that's true. And kindness comes through even with simple English.
Always. A warm tone is more important than a perfect sentence.
Much more important.
People remember how you made them feel, not the exact words you used.
That's beautiful. And kind of a relief.
It is, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Let's slow down just a little more. Just breathe for a moment. You've been listening for a while now. And you've been doing well.
you really have. Even if it doesn't feel like it.
Sometimes the most important learning is invisible. It's happening underneath the surface.
You'll say a phrase tomorrow or next week, and it'll come out naturally. And you won't even remember where you heard it.
That's how language works. That's how it always works.
Listening is learning. Always.
No pressure to remember everything. Just listen.
Just let it in.
Good.
Okay, I want to talk about one more thing. One more real workplace moment. Then we can slow toward the end.
Sure. What is it?
Feedback. Getting feedback at work.
Oh. Big one.
Big one. Especially in English. Because feedback in English, especially from a manager, it can be confusing sometimes.
How so?
Because English feedback is often very polite, very soft. And if you're used to more direct communication, like in some cultures, the softness can hide the message.
Yes. This is interesting, but I wonder if we could explore other directions it might actually mean that this needs more work.
Exactly. Interesting, but that but is important.
Always listen carefully after the but.
Huh. That's a rule. Listen after the but.
Good effort, but there's more coming.
That's one approach, however, also more coming.
And if you're not sure if the feedback felt polite but unclear, you can ask.
Yes. Very professionally.
Could you tell me what you'd like me to change? Simple. Direct. Respectful.
Or, is there something specific I should focus on improving?
That's great. Because you're showing you want to improve. You're not being defensive.
And most managers really appreciate that. When someone asks how to improve, not just whether something was okay.
It shows maturity. Professional maturity.
Professional maturity. I like that phrase.
It means you understand that work is a process. You're not done learning. You want to get better.
And that's true for all of us. Not just for English. For the work itself.
For everything.
Okay, one more phrase. For after feedback. Whether the feedback was positive or critical.
Yeah?
Thank you. I'll work on that.
Simple. Perfect.
If the feedback was good, thank you. I'm glad it worked.
And if the feedback was difficult, thank you. I'll work on that.
Same structure. Different situation. Always calm. Always professional.
That phrase says so much. It says, I received your message. I respect it. I'm going to act on it.
For words. I'll work on that. Huge meaning.
For words. Huge meaning.
Say it slowly if you want. I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
You can say that to a manager. To a senior colleague. In a review. In a meeting.
It sounds calm, even if you feel a little bit stung by the feedback.
Especially then.
Especially then. Take a breath. And say, thank you. I'll work on that.
And later, privately, you can feel whatever you need to feel. But in the room, you stay professional.
That's the skill. The real skill.
Emotional professionalism.
Yes.
Okay. Let's come toward the end. But gently.
Gently.
We've talked about a lot today. Meetings. Confidence. Sending messages. Asking for clarity. Presentations. Feedback.
And just the feeling of working in English. The nervousness. The recovery. The slow growth.
All of it is real.
All of it is real. And you are not alone in any of it.
That's important to hear, I think.
A lot of people sit in meetings and feel like they're the only one who isn't completely confident. The only one who sometimes hesitates.
But they're not. Everyone hesitates sometimes. Everyone has a day where the words come slowly.
Even experienced speakers. Even managers.
Even people who have spoken English all their lives.
Language is human. And humans are imperfect. And that's fine.
It's more than fine. It's honest.
I think one of the nicest things about this kind of conversation is that it lets you feel, just for a little while, that work English is not so frightening.
It's just conversation. Extended conversation. With professional structure.
But still human.
Always human.
And you're human too. With a brain that is working hard. In a second language. Often while you're also doing your actual job.
That's a lot to carry.
It is. And you deserve to give yourself credit for it.
Not just patience. Credit.
Real credit. You are doing something genuinely difficult. Every day. And you're still here. Still listening. Still trying.
That's not small.
That's not small at all.
You know what? Let's end with just a few phrases. Not as a lesson. Just as a moment. Things you might use this week.
Yeah, let's just say them. Slowly. Warmly.
Could you clarify that for me?
I'll take care of it.
Let me check and get back to you.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Let me think about that for a moment.
I'll work on that.
Are we on the same page?
Let me know if you need anything.
Actually, I see it a bit differently.
Just to confirm.
Good.
Those are your tools for this week. Simple. Clear. Real.
Use whichever one feels right. Use it once and see how it feels.
And the next time will be a little easier.
And the time after that, a little easier again.
That's how it works.
That's the whole thing.
Okay. Before we go, one small thought. Not a question. Just a thought.
What's that?
Think about one moment at work this week when you felt okay. Not perfect. Just okay. Maybe you answered an email well. Maybe you spoke up in a meeting. Maybe you just showed up and got through the day.
Yeah.
That moment, whatever it is, was a step. A real step. In the right direction.
And those steps add up.
They really do. Even when you can't feel it.
Especially when you can't feel it.
Yeah, especially then.
All right. Thank you for being here today.
It's always good to have you with us.
Take care of yourself this week.
Rest when you can.
Speak when you're ready.
And know that your English is growing. Even quietly. Even slowly.
It's growing.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Take care.
Bye.